There we go.
We're all set.
So, how's things? All good?
Yes.
Everything? You can hear me well? Everything's good?
Yeah,
right,
I can hear you perfectly. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so to get started, if you could just give us a little run through of how you got, into trading in the first place.
Well, it was during the pandemic time. It was a little bit hard to go to work or something like that. And I've heard about trading and stuff, and I started to search about Forex and all other types of commodities and how to trade, and started to learn a few basic stuff about trading. And after that, it's where I started to trade with my own capital. And after that, I heard about prop firm challenges, and that's when I started to search EAs and stuff. So
Nice.
it has been a long way, actually. Yeah, about
Yeah,
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And so, what were like 3 things you say you were struggling with the most, like before you found POW?
Well, one of the things was consistency. It was kind of hard to find consistency in some kind of any EAs because I love trade with EAs, so I prefer like that. And there aren't many EAs. Actually, I never found any EA like POW. So that is one of the steps that I was struggling about. And other thing, it was like there weren't any type of backgrounds where people can help. There wasn't any good updates, and POW does a lot, and that is very good. And the other thing, it was a community behind every EA that everybody could share stuff or share results, and I didn't find any EA that they did that or something like that. And POW actually sums everything up that is good on some kind of algo trading.
So yeah, the thing is, I think we're literally the only EA trading group out there that has a community like that we've got, right? So I think right there is definitely lacking in the algorithmic space. But so if nothing had changed, like where do you currently think you'd be with your trading? Like if you hadn't have found POW and nothing had changed, like where do you think you'd be?
Well, actually, buying POW was my last chance to continue trading, because I was struggling at that point. I had lost a few challenges. I had some money invested on it, and after I bought POW, it was a game changer, actually.
Nice.
And before that, I was like, well, trading isn't for me. I will quit trading. And there was a few friends that told me continue with that because you're good at it. But I like to backtest. I like to learn how the EA works and everything. But it was kind of at that point. So then when I found POW with a friend, actually it was a friend of mine, that he told me, well, I'm using POW. He showed me how it works, and I was like mesmerized.
It is mesmerizing at first. It's amazing. Yeah. I think so. Like, what was I just going to say there? So, what were since you've been inside POW, what are the main things that you focused on? Like, are you a banker EA guy, or are you using Red Alert, or are you using Edge, or are you using all 3, or like what have you focused on mainly?
I'm focused on banker.
Banker.
Yeah. I'm focused on banker. I backtest and forward test and optimize multiple times just to get that consistency where I don't hit any equity protectors or something like that. Yeah. Well, actually, I never had so much time without hitting equity protector before using POW.
Amazing.
I was about 2 months straight without hitting equity
2 months,
2
did you
months.
say?
Yeah.
Without hitting an EP?
Exactly.
That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
That's
It was
unbelievable.
it was only using with POW. I passed 2 challenges on Acre Effects to 25 accounts. But
2 25K accounts, yeah.
2 25K. And unfortunately, once I went live with the live funded account, there was a crazy move on the Euro USD, and that one actually caught me up on.
That was your first loss, though, right?
Yeah, first loss after 2 months.
First loss in 2 months.
Exactly.
Right? Everyone should be taking a leaf out of your book, because that's really good going, man. That's great.
Actually, I didn't got bothered with hitting the equity protector, because I know that working out properly with POW, I can recover this easily, even if it takes 2 or 3 weeks, but I will get there. And
before I lose my thought, but like, what process did you follow to pass these challenges?
Well, the process was optimizing.
Yeah. Did you follow Darren's coaching calls, or are these your own optimizations?
Actually, I've watched Darren coaching calls. I've been reading all the information, how to optimize it, what we need to change to optimize. Before the coaching call, I was trying like that, and after the coaching call was amazing. It was much easier to get good set files, to have good results. So
nice. And how long did it take you to pass each challenge?
Well, it took me about 1.5 months.
1.5 months.
Yeah, passing all the phases. Yeah.
Nice. And how many challenges had you failed before?
Well, before POW, I failed about 5 or 6 challenges.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was also with my Forex funds. I had 2 300K challenges on my Forex funds.
Yeah, and I was saying this in the group.
Yeah. I was about passing the first phase. I had about $19,000 made in 1 month.
How much?
$19,000 on 1 month.
You made 19K in 1 month.
Yeah, 19K in 1 month, only with POW. And unfortunately, when I was getting there, they went down. But
so was you using the same strategy and copying over from your 25K accounts to your 300K accounts, or are they different?
Actually, these ones I was optimizing directly on my Forex Fund server and running directly there. So
nice.
It was running pretty great. I hit once. I think I hit once equity protector, but I recovered that in 1 week. So.
Wow, that's mad. So you made 19. You made 19K on that challenge, but you also hit an EP as well. So you took a loss of, what was your EP set up?
I had my EP set for 2.5%, not much. I had
You made that back in 1 week.
Yeah.
That's crazy, mate. That's unbelievable. So you smashed it.
Yeah, I had pretty aggressive strategy actually, but now I lowered my risk and started to get another approach, so that I don't have that stress that maybe it's going to hit, or there is improvement, because the market lately hasn't been very good for us.
It hasn't been fun recently, but the thing I like about this is, like, obviously you've built quite a lot of resilience, because all those challenges that you failed in the past, you know, just like from my own experience as well, but like every single one of them, you kind of go through that thought process of, like, you know, should I quit? It's right for me. I don't know if I'm made out for this. And then, like, in your head tells you just keep going. And because of your persistence, you're then able to get funded, and you've now gained confidence from, you know, not just passing the 25K account, but you could pass a 300K account as well. So
exactly.
yeah, well done, mate. So that's great stuff, by the way. How has that affected you, like, personally?
Well, before passing the challenges, I was like, well, trading is hard, isn't as easy everybody's saying. It's not that high life that we see on the Instagram accounts and stuff, like everybody's, yeah. And once we start to watch that our money is starting to grow, it's very rewarding, you know. You put a lot of work in it. You spend many hours on your computer, like backtesting and finding good set files and stuff. And once you start to trade on your live account, it's different. Your feeling, it's like you achieved something. And hopefully, in the end of this month, I will get my payouts from MakerFX on the 25K account. And hopefully it will be to continue to grow my portfolio. Challenges.
Have you started? That's great stuff. Have you started cent trading? Are you using a cent account?
Not yet. Actually, not yet. My idea is to when I have some profits from the 25K, I will put some on the cent account. I will buy another challenge as well, and try to diversify my earnings, you know.
This is all the things that Darren speaks about in the live Q&As. Like it shows that you're actually listening and taking the advice, which I think this is a great example for other people that are already in the group, especially. So yeah, fair play. So if you was to give 3 pieces of advice to either anyone that's sitting on the fence thinking about joining POW, or new members, what would it be?
Well, number 1, never back down. If you believe in yourself, you're able to trade. It's not that hard to learn. It's just paying attention on what you're watching. Other thing, number 2, I think it's you have to be really calm with all the trades. You cannot stress with the trade. You need to see if the value is on drawdown. Well, let POW do its work. No need to stress, because it's happy. Because if you know how the market works, you will know that the price will always come to that point. So it's just a matter of being patient. That is the number 3. Having patience, wait to see the results, because the results won't come just in one day. You have to be patient. It can take 2 months, 3 months, maybe 6 months, but one day you will reach there. I think that's the 3 advices that I can give.
Yeah, that's great stuff. It's so true, because like I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make, is like they just rush straight into things, and it's like, you've got this tool that you've just bought, and it's like, you're seeing people posting their results in the group, or you're ready to get started, and it's like you just kind of jump into things when you don't need to. That's when you end up making the most mistakes, I think, when you're not really thinking rationally, So mate, great stuff, by the way, like really good. It's a great example, as I said, to like people that are currently in the group that might be struggling. Watch the live Q&As, take the advice, and be patient.
Advice, be patient. We have a great group where everyone shares and helps each other, so I don't think there's anything that can make you back down. You have only people that lift you up to continue.
Yeah.
If you're struggling, I think the person just needs to ask for help. That's the thing. And there are people that will help him, no matter what.
Yeah, we've got a really supportive community inside POW, and it's like, everyone's there ready to help. It's kind of a little bit daunting at first, like asking for help, but once you see how interactive the group is, it's makes it pretty comfortable. So great stuff. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, so I'm just going to end the recording here, and Let me just click escape. Hi.